My name is Craig Wilson, and I'm the Foundations Coordinator in the Department of Visual Arts at the University of North Georgia. This video is all about the Foundations Portfolio Review. It answers a couple questions. What is the review? What are its purposes? How do I know if I'm ready for review? And what does the portfolio look like? There's a one-stop location to find all the information that you need. All you have to do is type in UNG Foundations Portfolio Review into Google or any search engine, and the first link that comes up should take you to this page, the Foundations Portfolio Review. The objective of the review is to determine whether or not a student possesses the basic aptitudes to be successful in any associate's or bachelor's degree program in the Department of Visual Arts. All art students that are seeking associate's or bachelor's degrees must pass the review in order to continue into the upper level classes. Typically, students participate in the review between 30 and 45 credit hours. Any student of any concentration is required to participate and pass the portfolio review. The Foundations Portfolio Review helps us to keep our accreditation in the National Association of Schools of Art and Design. Accreditation helps to keep our program competitive and gives you the skills necessary to compete in the marketplace. The portfolios are pass or fail. If you fail the review, you're able to take it again the following semester. Students who do not pass the review 2 times have a conversation with the chair of the department to determine whether or not to stay within the Department of Visual Arts. How do you know when to participate in the review? This is determined by whether or not you have completed or are in the process of completing Art 1010 Drawing 1, Art 1020 2D Design in Color, and Art 1030 Three-Dimensional Design. A couple scenarios that help to explain this. Let's say that you were in 2D Design and 3D Design last semester, passed both classes with a C or higher, and are currently taking Drawing 1. This means that you would participate in the review this semester. Alternatively, let's say you took Drawing 1 last semester and are in 2D Design and 3D Design this semester. This means that you'll be reviewing this semester. If you took Drawing 1 last semester, are in 3D Design this semester, and are planning on taking 2D Design in the fall, you'll be reviewing in the fall semester, not this semester. Again, students are ready to review when they are in their last semester of completing Art 1010 Drawing 1, Art 1020 2D Design, and Art 1030 3D Design. The Foundation Portfolio Review is performed through our Digication Portfolio tool. Students are expected to ensure that they have access to and have completed their Foundations Portfolio Review to the specifications described in a later video in advance of the Foundation Portfolio due date. This next section talks about how to prepare and submit your Foundations portfolio. The first step is to select work for your portfolio. Your portfolio should include the following examples of the best representative work relative to the expectations of the portfolio review. You should have 3 to 4 drawings from Art 1010 Drawing 1, 2 to 3 works from Art 1020 2D Design and Color, and 2 to 3 works from Art 1030 3D Design. Each image should include a caption with the following information: a title, the materials used, the dimensions in inches, height first and then width for two-dimensional works, or height first, then width, then depth for three-dimensional works. What semester the work was created, and what class the work was created for. Students have access to the rubric used by visual arts faculty who are reviewing or assessing the portfolio. You can click here or here to get a basic understanding of what faculty are looking for in the work that you submit. If you click on this, you'll be taken to a link that shows the material and skill requirements for each foundation course. Drawing 1, 2D design, and 3D design. Use this document when you're determining what your portfolio needs to demonstrate. You also have access to the scoring rubric for an unsatisfactory, emerging, proficient, and exemplary portfolio. There's also additional information at the bottom of this page that talks about what grades you need for each of those classes to be considered for the Foundations review, what the scorings will look like, what the average score needs to be in order to pass, and what happens if you fail the review. There's also information about registration and submission for the review, but that'll be talked about in more detail in a subsequent video. Now we're going to look at a couple examples of portfolios from previous semesters. In this portfolio, you can see the top navigation menu. Under DOVA Portfolios, you'll see a subheading for the portfolio review. Underneath that subheading, you can see a portfolio for Drawing 1, 2D Design and Color, and 3D Design. We can click on Drawing 1 and scroll down the page, and you'll see examples from this student's Drawing 1. You can see the image, and you can see a title card that contains the title of the exercise, the semester, the material, the dimensions, and what class the image came from. 1, 2, 3, 4 images are contained within this student's Drawing 1 portfolio. Moving on to 2D Design and Color, you'll see the same pattern repeated. 3 images from 2D Design, complete with title information. Finally, images from 3D Design, complete with title information. Sometimes three-dimensional work is best display in a slider gallery. We'll talk about how to navigate and construct a portfolio in Digication in a later video. You can see that this student has included several different views of the same three-dimensional design. Again, the images, which should look professional, as well as the title information. In the case of another student, they have a separate Foundations Portfolio Review tab on their top navigation bar. This is fine. The most important thing is that the faculty assessors are able to find your portfolio review portfolio easily, and that the review portfolio is organized in a way that's easy to view. Here we can see that instead of separate portfolios underneath the main portfolio review heading, we have the portfolios laid out in a top-down linear fashion. There's a title box at the top that says Drawing 1, and then underneath that are the 4 images complete with title information. Then there's a break and a title box for 2D design, and then 2 to 3 images from 2D color theory. Note in this case, if a project has multiple images, the student decides whether or not to put them separately or to put them in a slider gallery. And again, with 3D design portfolios, there should be a slider gallery with multiple views of the particular project. This student went above and beyond by not only including work from their foundation classes, but also work from other courses and professional work or personal work that the student did outside of class. This is not a requirement, but it certainly points to the determination and commitment of the student. So again, the most important thing that you should have taken away from this video is an understanding of what the Foundation Portfolio Review is, its purposes, how to know if you are ready to participate in the review, and what semester. Just a note here, portfolio review takes place on the same date every year. In the spring, it's March 31st by midnight, and in the fall, it's October 31st by midnight. If you have any questions about the review, please contact me, Professor Craig Wilson, through email at craig.wilson@ung.edu. Also, feel free to approach any faculty member for clarification on the portfolio review. We're happy to help you, and we look forward to reviewing your portfolio.